Hey YouTube, T, McLovin the Fish Channel. Doing a little update video on my reef tank. I've been out of town for almost 2 months, training for another job. Had somebody else coming in and checking on the tanks. They don't know a whole lot about them, but they did the basics that I talked to them about. Meanwhile, coming home to this tank, after not being here to take care of it myself, I was actually surprised. Y'all have to remind me what that green plant is. I can't remember what that stuff is, what the name for it is. But that stuff had, I groomed it all way down before we left. And when I got back, I mean, it had taken over the tank. As you can see, I've got lots of algae on my glass. Other than that side right there, I actually scraped this one earlier with a pad on a handle, but it's gonna take a blade or something better to get this stuff off. Or if you guys got a good explanation or a good suggestion on what tool to use to get a lot of this hard stuff that builds up on the glass just off the front. The sides really don't bother me, but I want to know like a better way to take it off. So other than that, since I've been back, trimmed all this stuff back, found out that my pump that runs the filter had not been working, and don't know how long it hadn't been working. The power head was running the whole time, but nothing was circulating the water back through the top, through the filtration, and out through there. It could have been 2 days, it could have been 2 months. I don't know. So I went to PetSmart. The only thing I could find was way too big for the back of this tank. And the next day I just went to Home Depot and went out to their fountain and pond section and just found a little pump for 20 bucks. Put the parts on, ran it down there, and it's running. Works perfect. So that, if y'all ever deal with that with one of these little bio cubes, or this isn't the bio cube, I can't remember what kind this was called, but if you run into that problem, you can get those pumps at Home Depot. Don't go spend $70, $80 for one from a specialty pet store. It does the exact same thing. So anyway, I hadn't lost any fish while I was gone. I'm going to see if I can get some of the fish out here. Give them a little food. That'll get them moving. That right there is my Stary Blenny. He is really cool. I don't know if he's going to come out enough to say hi. Got a few hermit crabs. I haven't. I do think that I did lose a sexy shrimp. I had one sexy shrimp left before I left, and unless it's hiding really well, it's gone. Still got my Maroon Clown back there. Yeah, you can see from this view, you can see the stuff still on this glass, even after I tried to scrape it. I'm gonna have to find something really, really abrasive, or a blade or something to scrape this glass, or I'm just afraid of scratching it, because this is a used tank, and I don't know if you can kind of see right there in the middle. A couple scratches on that glass. I got it from the previous owner, so I don't want to tear it up too much. But I got that Maroon Clown back there. He pretty much minds his business, does his thing. He doesn't come out front very much. I got my Stary Blenny. Seems like he wants to hide right now. Even the food didn't bring him out too much. Then I also have, I can't remember exactly what kind, yellow bell damsel or something. The blue one with the yellow tail. Those little aggressive, crappy ones. I bought him initially just as a tank starter. Surprisingly though, I mean, I've only got 3 fish in here, but surprisingly, he has not been Mr. Aggressive and as territorial as people always talk about him being. There he is right there. So anyway, originally I wanted to get a mandarin goby in here, as that is one of my favorite saltwater fish ever. But I really don't have the setup to keep them fed and maintained correctly with copepods, etc. Oh, there my worm came back out. So I'm starting to get some nice pink growth going on. I don't know what that little coral right there is called, but it had pretty much just gone away. I thought it was completely dead a long time ago, but since I've been back, did a lot to maintain the water quality, trimmed a lot of this stuff back, added some turbo calcium and some other products for the reef. That little, I don't know if I can get it to focus on that or not. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, that little coral has actually come back to life quite a bit. So I'm excited about that. I want to get one more fish. I don't know what it's going to be. This is a 29-gallon tank. I want something with some color. I want something that's not going to hide. That's going to be pretty. That I'm going to enjoy. I'm leaning towards a Coral Beauty angelfish. I'm going to have to do some research. Maybe some of you will know. Is this tank too small for a Coral Beauty? If not, give me another idea of something that's got, you know, pretty oranges or purples in it. That'll be good for this tank, and that will not outgrow it very fast. Anyway, thanks for watching.